guys, welcome to another video in the series of coding. Today we have with us a problem that is called delete operation for two strings. So you're given two strings, word 1 and word 2. You have to return the minimum number of steps required to make word 1 and word 2 same. In one step, you can delete exactly one character in either string. So let's take an example. Suppose you have two strings, peace and ease. Okay. So in this, how do find how many characters you have to delete? So let's just make an observation here. Here you see P never occurs here in the second word and C never occurs in the second word. Similarly, S doesn't occur in the first word and see all the remaining characters are occurring as well as they are in order. So we have kept this example simpler to try to make it easier, right? So you have E, A, E, which are going to be the common word for both of them, and you have to delete two characters in the first string, and in the second string you have to delete one character, and remaining you will have 2 plus 1 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, so total 3 is what you have to return because these are the number of characters that you have to delete to make the common word EAE. Okay, so now how do we solve this? So we have to solve this using the dynamic programming approach because you need the previous inputs to get the forward output. So let's try to do that. So let's try to build the logic. So what we are going to do, at each step we are going to find how many characters are in common. So let's go over the example and then it will be much more clearer. So first time we are looking at this particular row and this particular column. This is empty string and this is also empty string, right? So I've written both the words row wise and column wise. Okay, so this is a DP table that we are building or a matrix that we are building. So between empty string and an empty string there are zero characters which are common. Okay, what about the next? Between a empty string and P. Okay, so let me write it here. Between an empty string and P, how many characters are common? Nothing is common because empty string doesn't have character at all. So nothing can be common with an empty string. Similarly, you can fill all the values here, right? All the row values you can fill. So between an empty string and anything else, nothing will be common because empty string has no character, so no character can be common. Similarly, if you look at the first column, okay, along all the rows, it will again be zero because first column corresponds again to an empty string. So let me just fill everything zero here. Okay, now after this it gets interesting. So let's try to see that. So here you see you have the row E and you have the column corresponding to P. So between a E and a P, what do you have in common? Do you have any character in common? No. So again you will fill zero because both are very different characters. Okay. So let's erase this and let's move forward. What about E and PE? Okay. So let's go to the next row and next column. Okay. So we are going along the same row but we are just changing the column. Okay. So you have E and PE. Between these two, do you have any characters in common? So as you would have noticed, you have E common between both of them, right? So you have got one character common, so I will fill one here. Okay, as we build the logic, we will also build the code of how are we filling these. Let's just make observations initially and then we will go forward. Okay, next we are filling this particular row and this particular column. Okay, so now you have the E string first and you have another string PEA. Between these two, is there any character in common? As you would have noticed, you have the character E and E common, right? So since E and E is common, you have one character in common between both of them and you can fill one there and you can go forward. Okay, let's go over to the next column. So this row and this column marked with the blue arrow. Okay, and so what does that mean? Between E and PEAC, how many characters do you have in common? So as you would have noticed, you have E and E which is common, right? E is common in both, so you have overall total only one character in common. Okay, now let's go over and build the next example. So between this row and this column, so between E and the entire word peace, okay, how many characters do you have in common? Now you may think it is two, but it is not two because see, notice you cannot have different counts. So first string is just having maximum one length, right? It's just having a length of one, and second string is having two e's, but you will only have to count it once because first is having only one e, right? So between these two, if you have to count the characters one common that are common, that will only be one. Okay, that will only be one. So here also we will fill only one. Okay, because the first string is having only length one. Okay, now let's go forward and build the next particular row and next column. Okay, now we are looking at this particular row. and first column. Between A and P, what do you have in common? So let's do it quickly now because logic is slowly building up. So between A and P, so it's not actually A and P, it is actually between EA and P, because now you have to take up to this row, okay, and you have to take column up to here. So hope it's clearer, getting clearer. So let me, you know, write it properly once again. So now we are looking at this particular row marked in the blue arrow and this particular column, right? So what does this row and column correspond? So the first, it corresponds to string EA, second corresponds to the string P. Between EA and P, how many characters do you have in common? You have 0 characters in common. Okay. Let's go to the next column now. So between this particular row and column, what does that mean? Between EA and PE, how many characters do you have in common, right? So you can observe that now you have got characters in common. You have got the character E and the character E in common, right? And how do you know that? So you see in the DP table, right? So how do you know this? So see, before we added A here, okay. So if you just look at E and PE, okay, there itself we saw that E was common, okay, E was common between both. And how do you know this? See, just look at the above value in the DP table. Between E and PE itself, you know that one character was common, and just at the above value in the DP table, you got this one, okay. So from here, you know that one character is common between E and PE also, okay. So I will fill one here, so it will be clearer as we, go over the entire table and build it. So let's just have patience and build the entire DP table, and it will get more and more clearer, okay. Let's go to the next row and next column. So what does that correspond to? First, it corresponds to the first string EA, and the second we have PEA. Between these two, how many characters are common? Okay. Now you notice interesting thing. First, A and A are same. Okay. What does that mean? Okay. So corresponding to this particular row and this particular column which we are looking at, the characters are same. Okay. So if you, so you know you have got one extra character in common. So what can you do? You definitely have one character in common. Now you have just got one character, new character, that is common now, okay. We're looking at this row and this column. You have seen that A and A are common, and previously you already had how many characters are common between E and P. How did you have that, right? So just look at this particular, okay, let me mark it with a different color, at this particular box in the DP table, right? At this particular box in the DP table, you already knew between E and PE how many characters are in common, right? You know that between E and P, E is common. Already one character is common. If you just add one more character to that now, okay, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, because you have got a new character A. Already you had a character E in common. How do you know that? By looking at the DP table, by looking at this box, okay. Decrement one row, decrement one column, you get this box. You had one character in common, you added one more character, so 1 plus 1 is 2, so I can fill 2 here, okay. So it will be clearer as we take more examples, okay, but for now we are filling 2, right? You can see that E and A both are common, okay, in this particular example, right? So I hope that this is somewhat clear, okay. Even if it's not, we will be building up more examples. Okay, let's go to the next row and next column. So in the next row, you have EA and PEAC. Between these two, how many characters are common? Okay. How do you decide how many characters are common? Now see, the character that we are looking at, the corresponding row and column. Okay, we are looking at A and we are looking at C. Are they common? Are they same? They are not same. Okay. So either you remove A. First you remove A and observe between E and PEAC how many characters are common. Okay, either you do this. Okay. Okay, or what you do, you can do one more thing. So you remove this C and observe between EA and between PEA how many characters are common at max. Okay, so if you observe these two and take the max out of these two values, you will get your answer. Okay, so what do I mean by that? So let's have a look here. Between E and PEAC, how do you find how many characters are in common? Okay, how do you find that? So just look in the DP table above. If you look at the DP table above, you will find the characters common between E and PEAC. How many characters are common? You know that only one character is common, right? This value is 1. Okay. So for this, there is one character common. Okay. Or what you can do, you can also look leftwards. Why do you look leftwards? Because see, You are trying to find how many characters are common between EA and PEA. Okay, between EA and PEA. So EA and PEA. How do you find how many characters are common? In the DP table, that value corresponds to 2, right? You already know EA and EA are common between both of them in the DP table. You see maximum 2 characters are common between them. Okay, so since 2 characters are common, and max of 1 and 2, okay, above you looked, you saw 1, you look left side, you saw 2, okay, between 1 and 2, which is max? 2 is max, right? So you fill the value 2 here in the DP table. So it will be more clearer as we take more examples. Okay, so let us erase all this and let us go forward to the next possible example. So now we are looking at the next row and next column, so which is corresponding to this value. Okay, so let me write that the string EA, okay, this particular string EA and this particular string PEACE. Okay, so let me write that here PEACE. Okay, how many characters are common between both of them? How do you decide? So, what is your criteria? First, you look between A and E. Okay, the row and column which you are looking at, you see, are they same or not? They are not same, right? If they are not same, how do you decide? You do two things. Okay, you just look at the above value. Okay, so let me delete these rows so that we have space. So you look at the above value and you look at the left value, whichever is maximum of those, you enter it here. Why do you do that? Because see, you want to find between these two how many characters are common. So how can you find that? You know that A is not equal to E, right? A and E are not equal, right? So now how do you find? So what you do, you just do one thing. What do? You remove A and E because they are anyway not common. They will not give you anything, right? They will not give you same character. So you remove one time A, one time E. So let me write that here. So one, if you remove A, you will be left with E in the first string and you will be left with P's. Okay, so in this string how many characters are common, you find. Okay, second thing, what you do, you remove you remove E. Okay, from P's you remove E, so you are left with PEAC. Between these two, which is maximum? How many characters are common? Maximum, that you take the maximum value. Okay, so as you can observe, between E and P's there is one character in common. How do you know this? Just look at the above value in the DP table. You will see that this is one. How do you know between E and PEAC how many characters are common? You look at the left value. You see it is 2. So max of 1 and 2 is 2, right? You want more characters to be common. So that is 2. So you insert 2 in this particular DP table. So I hope that it is getting clearer. So let me erase this quickly and let's go over and fill the entire DP table, after which we will move forward to coding it. Okay, so let me erase this and let's move forward to the next row and next column. So now let's try to go over it quickly. Okay, so what does next row and next column correspond to? Between EAS, okay, between EAS and P, how many characters are common? So as you know, it is 0. Okay, let's go forward to the next example. So now you have between EAS and PE. Okay, how many characters are in common? So let me move over to the next column. So you are looking at this row and this column. So you see that first of all, S is not equal to E. Okay, the corresponding row and column are not equal. They will not give you any same character. So what you do, you look one value above and you look the left hand side. Whichever is maximum, you put that value. So between 1 and 0, which is maximum? Between 1 and 0, 1 is maximum, so I put 1. Okay, so now let's quickly fill this DP table so that we can move over to coding it. Okay, so now let's go over to next row and next column. So we are comparing EAS and PEA. Now you see, S is not equal to E, right? S is not equal to A, right? S and A are not equal. So what do? You look one value above and one value left side, whichever is maximum. Which is maximum? Between 2 and 1, you see 2 is maximum. So I fill 2 here. Okay. Now let's go forward to the next value in the DP table. So corresponding to this row and this column, between EAS, okay, between the string EAS and the string PEAC, how many characters are common, we want to find out. You see S is not equal to C, right? S is not equal to C. So what do? You look at one value above, one value left. You see maximum of 2 and 2 is 2. So you just fill 2. Okay. Let's go forward to the next particular case. Between PEAC and EAS, how many characters are common? You see S is not equal to E, right? The corresponding row and column characters are not equal. So you just look above and left. You see maximum of 2 and 2 is 2. So you will just fill 2. Okay. Now let's go forward to the next possible case. So in the next possible case, you have this particular row and this particular column. You are comparing EASE with P. How many characters are common? You see 0 characters are common. Okay, let's go over to the next column. So between EASE and PE, how many characters are common? Now you see, interesting example here, E and E are equal, right? So you have got one extra character in common. If you have got one extra character in common, you will look at diagonal and add one. Okay, diagonal box is having 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, so you will add 1. Okay, so that is the logic. If you have the two characters common same, then you will look at the diagonal box and add 1. If you don't have the character same, you will look above and you will look left hand side and you will take maximum of those two values. Okay, let's go to the next possible example. So now you see E and A are not same, corresponding row and column don't have same value. So what you do, you look above, you look left, maximum of 1 and 2 is 2, so I will fill 2. Okay, let's fill the next possible answer. So you are looking at this particular row and this particular column. E and C are not same, so you look above and left, maximum of 2 and 2 is 2, so I will fill 2. Okay, now let's look at the last possible example which will give us our answer. You look at this particular row and this particular column. E and E are same, so if E and E are same, we have found one extra character. So what we do, we look at the diagonal box and we find two characters were already in common. Okay, so let me write it out also so that you are convinced. So you have E's and you have PEAC. So what did we do, we ignored the last character E and E because the character E and E is common, we know, so we have to add one for that. And what did we do, we looked how many characters were common between EAS and PEAC. How did we know that? Already in the DP table, okay, in the diagonal box, diagonal left box, we knew the answer is 2. Okay, you can see that EA and EA are common, we had already found that in the DP table, so we add that 1 plus 2 is 3 and we fill 3 here. Now finally, once we have the answer 3, you know that 3 characters are common between both of them. So if 3 characters are going to be common between both of them, how many characters are you going to delete? Okay, so this is going to be easy, right? So you have one word which is peace and you have other word is. Now we just found out from the DP table, final answer is 3. You have 3 characters common between both of them. So you can see that EAE and EAE are common. But what are you going to delete? You have to delete the remaining characters P, C and S, right? So that is going to be your answer. How do you find the answer? See, this is having length of 5. 5 minus 3, right? 3 characters are common. 5 minus 3, you will have to delete these many characters. You will have to delete P and C, right? You will have to delete that. Here, how do you find the answer? You will have to 4 is the length of ease, and how many characters do you have to delete? How do you find that? You subtract 3 from 4. 4 minus 3 is 1, right? So you get 2 plus 1 equal to 3. These many characters you have to delete, and that is what you have to return as answer. So since a lot of time is gone, let us try to write the code. So once logic is built, writing the code is pretty much easy. So let us just write the DP matrix, and I'm calling it DP itself for short. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to declare the size here so that it becomes easy for us. Okay, so the size is uh, word 1 size, let me call it M. Okay, and let me call the word 2 size as N so that I can build. Now you have to build the DP vector, you know so what are you doing? So here you are writing the indices 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And here what are the indices that you are writing? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what are you doing? You are going to build this particular code from here on. So let's get started to coding it, and let's make one observation here. See, let's say is our word 1, and here you can see that we have an empty string also attached, right? So the size of is only 4, but 4 plus 1 is 5, and 5 is going to be your number of rows. And similarly, if word 2 is piece, okay, but you have an empty string attached before in the DP matrix, so 5 is the length of piece, 5 plus 1 is 6, and 6 is going to be your number of columns. So you have to note that you have to add those. Okay, so while writing the sizes, so let me write the sizes here. So what is your M? So your word 1 is, so okay, let me write it. Is your word 1, so M is nothing but 4 because size of is 4. What is your N? n is the size of the word piece, so that is 5. So now what is going to be a number of rows? So number of rows is going to be 4 plus 1, which is 5, as we saw. And what is number of columns? So number of columns is going to be 5 plus 1, so which is going to be 6. Okay, so we will have to give here m plus 1 for the number of rows, and while writing the number of columns we will have to give n plus 1. And initially I am making all the values as 0, hence I am giving the 0 here. Okay, now let's get started to iterating. So we will iterate over the row vectors and the column vectors. So before iterating, let's observe. See, already these values have to be 0. So rows and columns initially have to be 0. First row and first column is 0. So already values are 0. So let's start the iteration from I equal to 1 and j equal to 1. So from I equal to 1 till I less than m plus 1, I plus plus, right? This is the iterator for rows. And what is the iterator for columns? So you have for int j equal to 1, j less than n plus 1, j plus plus. Okay, now let's write the important part of the code here. So what is that? So what were we doing? We were just checking if our characters are same or not. Okay, so let's say in this particular example, last example, you see e and e are same, right? So what did we do? We know that we have to add 1 because we found a character that is same, and we have to look at the diagonal left box. So we have to take that value from there. So let me write that if word 1 of I minus 1 is equal to word 2 of j minus 1. Why am I writing I minus 1 and j minus 1 instead of I and j? Because see, first character is empty string. Okay, so in the DP matrix, let's say suppose here you are looking at the character e. So in the DP matrix, I is equal to 1, but in the actual, word is, we are still at the 0th index, right? So because of the empty string added there, you have to give I minus 1 and j minus 1. So if both are equal, then what you do? You simply just give dp of ij is just equal to 1 plus dp of I minus 1, j minus 1. So I am just going one step backward row wise and one step backward column wise, right? So this will be the code. And if these two are not equal, then you have to find the max of the values from above and left side. So dp of ij will just be equal to max of dp of I minus 1 j comma dp of I j minus 1. So I'm just finding the maximum of above and left side values. After all this is finished, what do you have to do? You have to return what? So see what will be the answer after all this. Okay, so if you see dp of ij in our particular example, it will be 3, right? But is 3 your answer? No. What is your answer? You have to find how many characters you have to delete, right? dp of ij is 3. You have to delete 3 characters from both of the strings, right? So first from m you will delete, okay, dp of ij, right? Then from n also you will delete dp of ij, and this will be your final answer because you have to find how many characters you are going to delete. So let me just run and see now if it is working. So there is some compiler use of undeclared identifier I. So yeah, I should have given m and n here because they are the last row and last column, and I and j are just the iterators of the loop. So outside the loop, you cannot access them because as we saw, it gives a compiler. Okay, so this is fine. Let me just submit and see if it's an accepted solution. So it's accepted. That's it. Thank you for being patient and listening.